Hey there, second graders. We are going to continue to work on context clues today in reading. We have a quiz coming up soon, so a little more practice is going to be helpful for everyone. Get ready to think. Here we go. So context clues are hints or clues that an author gives you to help you figure out the meaning of unknown words. So when you come to a word that you maybe can't read or you don't understand the meaning of it, you need to look for clues. Look for hints that the author puts in that sentence or passage to help you figure that hard or tricky word out. The author does this in some different ways. Sometimes an author will give you antonyms. The author will give you the opposite meaning of the unknown word, and you will make a connection that way. Or the author might give you a synonym in that sentence or passage, a word that means the same as the unknown word, and that's going to help you figure out the one you're stuck on. Authors also use examples. Sometimes the author will give you an example of the unknown word or a definition of the unknown word. And those sometimes I see a lot in nonfiction, where I come to a really tough word and I'm not sure, and then the author will write the definition right behind it, or the author will use that word in an example, and then I understand it a little better. So let's look at some together and see if we can be the detectives and get those clues to figure out the tricky words. So let me make this just a little bit bigger so everybody can see it. And here we go. This says, wolves like to stay in their pack. They do not like to leave the group. It's always important when we are stuck on a word, we always read the whole sentence or maybe the sentence behind it to look for those clues. And the unknown or tricky word is underlined. But when you're reading, it won't be underlined. You're just going to read and come to this word that could be tricky. So this is about wolves and they stay in their pack. Well, I'm thinking that they do not like to leave their group. I wonder if the author has given me a synonym right here. Do they stay in their group? They don't like to leave the group. They stay in their pack. I think this is a synonym. I think the author has given me a synonym right up there. Because as I look at my choices, what does pack mean in this sentence, in this text? Pack is a bag. Wolves like to stay in their bags. That's a no way. Wolves like to stay in a box. Not in this text. That's a no way. Here is a group. That makes sense. They like to stay in their group. Plus the author gave me that synonym right here. Or a store. I want to make sure I read all of my answer choices. And that is another no way. So the answer was C. Wolves like to stay in their pack. Let's do another one. The man who owns the bank is, I'm not sure that word. Starts with a W. What? He owns a bank. That might be a clue. He has lots of money. Ooh, I'm glad I didn't stop at that tricky word. I'm glad I finished and read this one because I see clues with lots of money and he owns a bank. So I think that means he's rich. But rich doesn't start with a W. So this word is a synonym for rich. What is a word that means the same as rich? Wealthy. Wealthy and rich are synonyms. And I knew this one, and now I figured out my tricky word. He owns his own bank. He is rich. He has lots of money. Let's do one more. You're doing a great job. We bought our groceries at a store that gets food from local farms. The farms are close to our home. Oh, I see a clue. I see a hint. Local farms. I think he's telling us right here, the author is saying that the farms are close to our homes. So, what does local mean in this text? A, near our home. I think that's it. It gave it in a sentence and an example right here. From our country farms that we get our groceries from a store, our food from local or country farms? No, I don't think so. Old farms, hot farms, or no ways. I just know that there's that clue. There's that hint right there. So remember, when you're looking at words that are tricky, when you're reading, don't stop. Keep working. Go to the next sentence and see if you can find some clues to help you figure out the word that is stumping you, that's giving you some problems. You can problem solve through it. Be a detective. I know you can do it.